wind and rain of Gateshead, and so has returned to the United States. But still a very, very high-quality field here, which includes Fraser-Pryce and Ta Lou and Okagbare on the inside lane there. Mavari Al-Shamari from Kuwait, two-time national champion. She goes in 1. Cara Parker from USA, member of the 4x100 relay bronze winning team here in Doha 2 years ago in 2. There is Okagbare, 32 years old now, Olympic and world long jump silver. Got a great start in Gateshead last weekend in the pouring rain, but then faded to 5th in 11:57, but she'll be much more suited, I'm sure, to the warm conditions here. Marie-Josée Ta Lou also performed very well indeed, came ahead of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who's just to her right, to finish in 3rd last weekend, world bronze here 2 years ago in the 100 metres. Ta Lou then, all the experience goes in lane 4. There is Fraser-Pryce, 34 years old now, multiple Olympic and world champion, including the reigning world champion from here 2 years ago, aiming to become the first mother to win an Olympic title in Tokyo in 9 weeks' time. She goes in 5. Javianne Oliver, outstanding indoor season, won the World Indoor Tour, unbeaten inside. She was 6th in Gateshead last weekend. She goes in 6. Hannah Cunliffe in 7, former NCAA indoor champion, based in Florida. She goes in 7. And completing the lineup, Isla Del Ponte from Switzerland, the newly crowned European indoor champion, part of that excellent group based in Papendal with Laura Muley, and the likes of Femke Bol and Nika Klaver. So Bol, Del Ponte in 8, Okagbare in 3, Ta Lou in 4, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, whose biggest motivation, she said, this year is perhaps not retaining her Olympic title, but to go sub 10.7. That is a big deal, she says, for the rest of her career. So the lineup again: Al-Shamari in 1 from Kuwait, Parker, USA in 2, Okagbare, the Nigerian, the tall figure, goes in 3, Ta Lou, the diminutive Ivorian, in 4, Fraser-Pryce, there she is with the headband, in 5, Oliver, USA 6, Cunliffe, USA 7, Del Ponte, Switzerland, in lane 8. Women's 100 metres. Well, once again, Okagbare gets a good start, but Fraser-Pryce already into her running along with Ta Lou. Also going well is Oliver, but Fraser-Pryce coming away with it. Fraser-Pryce lights out into the line. Fraser-Pryce with a slight tailwind, 10.84, the winning time. Well, that's progress, and of course, a completely different race, totally different conditions. And having laboured to 11:57 last weekend in the driving rain in the northeast of England, well, you could say normal service resumed here. A season's best for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. 9 weeks to go until the Olympic Games in Tokyo, and I'm sure she'll say little steps, baby steps, stepping stones, preparation, and that will feel good. Okagbare coming in 2nd place and continuing her excellent start to the season. But victory there for the double Olympic champion.
Yeah, very impressive indeed. And I was actually had the chance to interview her in Gateshead about the season ahead, and we talked about the fact she'd missed last year because Olympics. She had such a good 2019. What a good start here again tonight. And it's that platform of consistency which gave her that World Championship in 2019. 11 times. It was her best year ever for running under 11 seconds in 2019. 11 sub-11 second performances. And here we are early, as you said, Chris, still fairly early in the season. Gateshead wasn't the place to do it, but a scintillating run here from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. 34, mum, all of that sort of thing going on, but is still going to be right up there. Let no one have any doubt whatsoever. As good as Dina Asher-Smith was, as good as Sha'Carri Richardson is looking, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and of course, let's not forget Elaine Thompson. Okagbare is in the mix, but she keeps running like this, starting like this, consistency. She can pop that. She's talked about sub 10.7, and who knows, that's what it might need come Tokyo, because they're all running quick, and I'm sure they're all will get quicker.
At the 2021 Doha Diamond League, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce reaffirmed why her name remains synonymous with sprinting brilliance, powering through the women's 100 meters in 10.84 seconds. Coming just over 2 months before the Tokyo Olympics, the performance was a bold reminder that the Jamaican icon was not merely competing, but positioning herself as a prime favorite for Olympic gold. Much of the anticipation leading into the event surrounded the potential showdown with Sha'Carri Richardson, following their earlier meeting in Gateshead. Yet Richardson's withdrawal due to cramping meant the headline act rested squarely on Fraser-Pryce. The field, however, was far from lacking. Marie-Josée Ta Lou, Blessing Okagbare, and Javianne Oliver all lined up, ready to measure themselves against the sport's most decorated sprinter. True to form, Fraser-Pryce exploded out of the blocks with her trademark acceleration, immediately establishing command of the race. Ta Lou and Oliver attempted to close the gap, but the Jamaican's flawless mechanics and composed drive phase kept her securely in front. Crossing the line at 10.84 seconds with the assistance of a gentle tailwind, she underlined her progression from the cold, rain-soaked conditions of Gateshead a week earlier, where she had clocked 11.57. Doha's warmer climate allowed her to display the fluidity and raw power that define her sprinting artistry. The win was more than just another victory. It was evidence of her remarkable consistency across seasons. Back in 2019, Fraser-Pryce ran sub 11 on 11 different occasions, culminating in a world championship crown. Now, at 34 and balancing her career with motherhood, she was not only holding her ground, but pushing new boundaries. Her ambitions reached beyond medals. She made no secret of her pursuit to dip under 10.70 seconds, a time she believed would mark the pinnacle of her career's final chapter. Though Fraser-Pryce stole the headlines, Blessing Okagbare left her own impression, finishing second with a commanding early season run. Her long, powerful stride and resilience signaled she would remain a dangerous rival as the year progressed. With Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shericka Jackson also fine-tuning their form, the build-up to the Tokyo women's 100 meters grew even more electrifying. For the athletics world, Doha offered yet another demonstration of Fraser-Pryce enduring greatness. Already hailed as one of the finest sprinters in history, she added another layer to her legacy with this race. Her comeback after maternity leave and her ability to excel deep into her 30s shattered preconceived limits. As the seasons move forward, one certainty remains. Every time Fraser-Pryce takes to the track, fans witness a living legend continuing to write history.